Hi Stampers, it's Judy Klock here at Stampin' with Crafty Klock. And it's actually Wednesday evening and I need to pre-record my video for tomorrow's Thursday night Facebook Live because my husband will be on a bus trip tomorrow, He is acting as a guardian for members that are coming in from Chicago on honor flight. So he'll be an honor flight guardian and he'll be gone the entire day downtown with the veterans, taking them to see the memorials. So because I'll be like a single dog mom tomorrow, I'm not going to be able to come down and do my normal live because the puppy will be going crazy. So I'm recording it tonight. I hope you don't mind. You know, it's a really great cause. He really likes going on the honor flights and meeting all the veterans. So I have to let him go and do it because it's just what he loves to do. Just like I love to stamp and share with you guys. So tonight we're going to be working with the new Pretty Pumpkins. This is in the July to December mini catalog, and it comes with a stamp set. It's got these 8 pretty stamps with some lovely images and some sentiments. And then it also has the dies that match. And then again, some more intricate dies. So you can cut out the leaves and this pumpkin and the trio of pumpkins, and like I said, pretty much all of the images you can cut out, and then you've got a couple of extra ones that you can also use. There are 10 dies that go with this set. So as usual, we're going to start out, we're going to do one really simple stamping. We're going to have just stamps, inks, and paper, and we're going to add just some brushed metallic dots to just add a little bit of pizzazz. And then we're going to add, go up a level, and we're going to do some die cutting, a little bit of stamping, and just lots of layers and putting it together. So let's go ahead and get started. Our first card, we're going to have a base of cinnamon cider, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. On the inside, I'm going to add a piece of our basic white that is 4 by 5 1/4. And on that, I'm just going to stamp this this little like triple leaf die on the inside, and I'm going to keep it with the old olive. I'm sort of working with the old olive tonight, the cinnamon cider, and I think crumb cake are going to be pretty much the predominant colors that I'm going to be working with tonight. So I'm just going to stamp that just like that, and now I'm ready to put this inside. I'm not going to put a lot of sentiment because on the outside we're going to put, if friends were pumpkins, I'd pick you. And then this way you can just write a nice note to your friend. Cheer them up if they're having a bad day, or congratulate them on something that's going well. All right, so then we're going to add to that just a layer of our old olive. Again, 4 by 5 1/4. And I feel like these are not cut straight. Let me see if I can fix it. I don't know if, I just feel like this is not straight. It might be. Okay, got a little bit off that way. 5 1/4. I don't know, sometimes I just feel like I'm not cutting straight. Maybe it's just my eyes. Maybe I need to go have my eyes checked. All right, let's go ahead and add this layer on. I want to make sure I'm keeping everything in the frame. That's my biggest mistake, is not keeping everything in the frame. Okay, I'm just going to layer that on. Now I'm going to take our basic white, and this is 5 by 3 3/4. So they're a 1/4 of an inch shorter all around, and I just feel like this is really crooked. So I took this really fun pumpkin stamp. It's got sort of the pumpkin shape with all the leaves in it, and we're going to stamp this in our cinnamon cider. Okay, and because these are our cling stamps, I don't need to use our Stampin' Pierce mat. Okay, got that there. Let me close this up because you know me, I do manage to stick my fingers in the ink. And then we're going to stamp, if friends were flowers, I'd pick you. And I'm going to stamp that again in our old olive. My goodness, I can't even think today. I'm just going to kind of put that right there. So again, a very simple card, you know, suitable for beginning stampers. We've added a couple of layers, and we have the 2 layers going on. So we've added some little color. And then if we want to get just even a little bit more fancy, okay, because that's fine as is. Like, that's a great simple stamping card as is. If you want, you can go ahead and add some of the brushed metallic dots. I think I'm going to leave them off of this one. Here's the sample I made. I did put the dots on, and here I'm just going to leave them off and keep it really just to stamps, ink, and paper. Okay, let's get a little bit more involved, and let's step this up and go with something that's more intricate. Now for this one, I've started with the base of crumb cake, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. To the inside, I'm going to add a piece of our basic white, 4 by 5 1/4, and I'm going to stamp the smaller leaf. Stamp it just a single leaf. Looks like it's got like a little tassel on it. We're just going to stamp that there. Okay, and now we're ready to adhere it. And remember, I always like to stamp first and attach later, because if I've made a mistake, and you all know that I have done that in the past many a time, I can just flip my paper over. So by doing this, it just kind of saves me from having to take it out and ruin the card. Okay, so now we're going to add a piece. This is our Harvest Meadow Designer Series paper. This is 5 1/4 by 4, and I'm just going to layer that on there. Okay, so a lot of this is really just die cutting and layering, really very little stamping. I didn't want to do a lot of stamping. And then I've got a piece of old olive that's 4.5 by 3.5, and we're going to put that on there. So we're kind of keeping the colors very sort of muted tonight. I'm not really doing anything with my bold colors. Then I have a piece of the new cork specialty paper, and it really is cork. And this is 4 by 3, and we're just going to put that right on top of that piece of old olive. Okay. We're just going to lay that right there. I really like that cork paper. And then I took 2 of the pumpkins, and I cut this one out of pale papaya, and I put the adhesive sheet on the back because, you know, with all those intricate dies, I knew it would be hard to glue down. So when we use those adhesive sheets, they put the glue right on the back for us and make it easy. Now, this one is a bit tricky because it's also pulling out some of the cutout with it. Okay, there we go. Got a little piece stuck there. We'll get that off, and a little piece stuck there. But now this will adhere very nicely because now the adhesive sheet is on the back of that. So I'm just going to lay that here. Okay. And voila, look at how easy that was. We didn't have to worry about having any glue coming through. So if you don't have the adhesive sheets when you're using these intricate die cuts, I highly recommend it. And then I've got the other pumpkin here, and I did the same thing. I put the die sheets, the adhesive sheets on. Even though this is, you know, got a little bit more surface for gluing, it's just going to make it easier, and I'm all about easy. Okay, and then I took it's an oldie but a goodie. Remember our ornate frames die set? This is one of the dies from the ornate frames, and I'm going to stamp Gather Together on there. I'm getting ink all over my fingers, so that should be woohoo. Now this is a really tight fit. You might want to use a different one, but I mean it fits, but it's really tight. Okay, so there we go. A little tiny bit of the bottom of the G didn't come on. Now I'm just gonna use the edge of my dimensionals, and we're just going to pop that right on here like that. And then I'm going to add some of our our brushed metallic dots. I like to put about 3 on. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll just put one down here. Okay, one down right there. Okay. And that's it. Those are our 2 cards for this evening. So really pretty stamp set. Love these intricate dies. Absolutely love this. The new cork paper is fabulous. And then we have just our really simple stamping, nothing more than stamps, inks, and paper. So again, if you haven't played with this set yet, I would encourage you to. It's good for Halloween. It's good for Thanksgiving. It's just a good fall set. That's it for this edition of Facebook Live, even though it's pre-recorded. I'll see you all next Thursday night live. Thanks, everybody. Have a great weekend. Bye.